Welcome back to Fame Unfolded. I am your host, Ethan, and today we are hopping on our magic broomsticks to fly through the magical bank of Gringotts. We are counting down the richest Harry Potter actors to see who has the most galleons in their vault. Grab your wands, your wizard hats, and maybe a chocolate frog or two, because this is going to be a magical and very expensive ride. Let us jump right in. 10. Maggie Smith. $18 million. We are kicking things off with the wonderful Professor McGonagall. You might know her as the strict but loving teacher who can turn into a cat. Imagine if you could turn into a cat every time you did not want to do your chores. Mom says it is time to wash the dishes, and poof, you just meow and walk away. Well, the amazing Maggie Smith earned a huge treasure chest of $18 million during her incredible career. She started acting before some of your grandparents were even born. She won so many shiny awards that she probably needed a whole separate house just to keep them in. $18 million is enough to buy a lifetime supply of cat treats, or maybe a really fancy scratching post made of solid gold. She could hire someone just to pet her whenever she is in cat form. Now that is luxury. 9. Is for Masick. Tom Felton. $20 million. Next up is the boy we all love to boo at, Draco Malfoy. He spent most of the movies making funny, mean faces and slicking his blonde hair back with what looks like an entire bottle of hair gel. Seriously, did his hair ever move in the wind? Probably not. Tom Felton has $20 million in his piggy bank. That is a lot of hair gel, my friends. Even though he played a grumpy bully in the movies, in real life, Tom is super sweet and loves playing the guitar. With $20 million, he could buy a real-life flying broomstick, if they actually existed. Or he could just buy an actual dragon to fly around on. Just do not tell his dad about it, because we all know his favorite line is that his father will hear about this. Well, his father would definitely hear about a $20 million dragon. 8. Gary Oldman. $40 million. Moving on to number 8, we have the shaggy, dog-loving godfather, Sirius Black. Gary Oldman brings this amazing character to life, and he is sitting on 40 million big ones. In the movies, Sirius spent a lot of time hiding out and eating rats, which sounds absolutely disgusting. But in real life, Gary Oldman can eat whatever he wants. He could have pepperoni pizza for breakfast, chocolate cake for lunch, and gigantic tacos for dinner every single day for the rest of his life. He is a master of disguise and has played so many different people in movies, sometimes you do not even know it is him. Maybe your mailman is Gary Oldman in disguise right now? Or maybe your pet hamster is Gary Oldman practicing for a new movie role? Better go check. 7. Emma Thompson. $40 million. Tied for number 7 is the wonderfully wacky Professor Trelawney. She was the teacher with the giant bug-eyed glasses who was always predicting doom and gloom and dropping teacups. Emma Thompson played her perfectly, and she also has a magical $40 million. If I had glasses that big, I would hope I could see the future too. Emma is a super smart lady who writes movies and acts in them. With $40 million, she could buy the world's biggest crystal ball. She could probably see what we are having for dinner next Tuesday. I predict she is going to have a very comfortable retirement. Imagine her using her $40 million to buy a mansion filled entirely with mismatched tea sets. That sounds like a proper magical tea party to me. 6. Ralph Fiennes. $50 million. At number 6, we have the scariest wizard of them all, Lord Voldemort. Do not say his name too loud, or he might show up and demand a share of your allowance. Ralph Fiennes played the villain with no nose, and he has $50 million to his name. You would think with all that money he could finally afford to buy himself a brand new nose. Just a nice, regular plastic one from the joke shop would do, or maybe a fancy clown nose that honks. Ralph is a fantastic actor who usually plays very serious people, but it is funny to think about Voldemort going to the bank in his dark robes to deposit a check. The bank teller would be absolutely terrified. He would just slide the check over and say, "Please do not turn me into a toad." Hey, are you enjoying this magical ride so far? If you are having fun, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is completely free, and it helps me buy more chocolate frogs. Plus, if you subscribe, you get an invisible magical shield that protects you from bad hair days. So go ahead, click subscribe, and let us get back to the gold. 5. Rupert Grint. $50 million. Starting our top 5 is everyone's favorite red-haired best friend, Ron Weasley. Rupert Grint has $50 million in his magical pockets. When he was a kid filming the movies, he used his money to buy a real ice cream truck. Yes, you heard me right. A fully working ice cream truck with the little song that plays when it drives down the street. He actually drove around handing out free ice cream to kids. How cool is that? It is much cooler than his movie family's flying car that crashed into an angry, punching tree. Rupert could buy all the funny jelly beans in the entire world. Let us just hope he avoids the earwax and booger-flavored ones. Yuck! Yuck! If he eats too many sweets, he might need to use a spell to fix his teeth. 4. Helena Bonham Carter. $60 million at number 4 is the wild and crazy Bellatrix Lestrange. Helena Bonham Carter has $60 million. In the movies, her hair looked like a very confused bird decided to build a messy nest in it, and she was always screaming and laughing at the same time. It was a little bit spooky. But in real life, Helena is a brilliant actress who loves dressing up in quirky, fun outfits. She wears whatever she wants. With $60 million, she could buy a giant castle and fill it entirely with silly hats, feather boas, and mismatched shoes. She's acting royalty in the movie world, and she definitely has the treasure to prove it. Maybe she hides her money under all that crazy hair? That would actually be a very safe hiding spot. 3. Emma Watson. $85 million, taking the bronze medal at number 3 is the smartest witch in school, Hermione Granger. Emma Watson has a massive $85 million. That is enough to buy the entire school library, and we all know how much Hermione loves books. She could probably build a fort out of books and live inside it. Emma did not just act in Harry Potter. She went on to play a beautiful Disney princess, Belle, who also loves books. Are we noticing a pattern here? Emma uses her money and her voice to help people all over the world, which is super nice. She probably knows a secret spell to make her money multiply, but I guess being an incredibly talented actress works too. With $85 million, she could buy enough magical feather quills to write homework essays for 1,000 years. 2. Robert Pattinson. $100 billion, just missing the top spot is Cedric Diggory himself. Robert Pattinson has a jaw-dropping $100 million. He only appeared in one Harry Potter movie before he had a little run-in with the Dark Graveyard, but his career blasted off like a rocket. He went on to play a sparkly vampire who glows in the sun and even the Batman. From a wizard with a wand, to a vampire with fangs, to a superhero who wears a cape with pointy ears, Robert can do it all. With $100 million, he could buy his very own superhero car. Just imagine Cedric Diggory pulling up to magic school in a shiny black tank with rocket boosters on the back. That would confuse absolutely everyone, especially the teachers. 1. Daniel Radcliffe, $110 million, and the richest wizard of them all is the boy who lived, Harry Potter himself. Daniel Radcliffe takes the Golden Cup with a whopping $110 million. When he first started playing Harry, he was just a little kid with round glasses and a lightning bolt scar drawn on his forehead with a marker. Now, he has enough money to buy his own private island and name it Hogwarts. Daniel says he actually does not spend a lot of his money on silly things. He likes to keep it safe in the bank. Maybe a giant fire-breathing dragon is guarding it right now in a deep underground vault. He is a super nice guy who just loves acting, whether it is in movies or on a stage playing silly roles. With $110 million, he is the undisputed king of the Wizarding World Bank. He could buy enough chocolate frogs to fill a swimming pool and swim in them. Well, that was it for today, folks. We have counted all the shiny gold galleons and found out who the richest wizard of them all is. I hope you had as much fun as a wizard on a roller coaster. Please check out our other videos right here on Fame Unfolded. We have lots of fun, silly, and amazing stories about your favorite stars and their giant piles of treasure. Have a magical day. Remember to stay out of trouble, brush your teeth, and I will see you next time.